Okay, after unboxing, this is what I get in the box. These are the parts that came with it. I need to now assemble. It's going to be some time, I would think. Here is something that's inside. This is how they have the packing. Hope they have everything in there. Okay, let me proceed to the next steps to see what is the next step to do with this. I'm reading the manual right now, and we'll do the next steps. Okay, here is what I got. I removed the parts that were inside this, the grill basically. This was inside the box, and these are the parts that were in the grill, the magnetic grill. This as well as this part. I will have to open this and see what's there. And then there is this handle which was in it. One thing I want to point out that when I opened all these parts over here and inside everything, I could not find where the screws to, and I was looking all around in the box and everywhere, and I could not find it. When I opened everything else, I see that now it's inside this thing covered like this. So basically I had to open it up fully in order to what you call look for the screws to tighten. So the screws are sitting right inside in this. Okay, so just wanted to point this out, so I had to spend some time to figure out where the screws are. Okay, now I was doing the first part of it, the assembly. So this involves using this. We have to make sure that 02, the number 02 that is written, and 40 or 04 is written on this side, and make sure that this is facing outward. So basically you see over here, and this is what I'm trying to say, is there is a chain with some kind of a steel thing, which you need to make sure that it is on the right side and it's facing outside, and then we can screw these two screws, this 1 and 2. Same way we can do the one on the other side, these 2 screws, and then on the other side, the second one is the one I did the other side. As you can see, it's both the, hopefully it is in the correct directions that I have put this screws, and I don't have to open it, and we have to put this rod in between. So now I need to what you call make sure I do the second part of it, where I use this, the one that I'm showing just now, turn it upside down on this, the number 03, that is on the over here. I have it over here, it's a 03. So I'm going to be putting it upside down on this plate, or this column of so basically let me show it to you once when it is done. So here I have placed this just now, the first part that I assembled. I'm going to be placing it on 03 with the rod in between, so that it will hold like this, in between, rod in between, so that it will hold like this. And I will screw this 4 B screw that I got from the. So now I have both the legs, I mean to say, or 4 legs ready, basically to connect. 2 on this side, left side, and 2 on the right side. The legs are all screwed up. You can see that what is it called, the connections, I mean to say, the left and the right side, how the screws has to go. Make sure you choose the right direction, I mean the right place. This one should be right. Basically what I mean to say is the placement of this should be right, this one, on all 4 of them. So take a look at that, and now I'm ready to do the next step, or step number 3. The next step is to put the screw A over here, as you can see, and not fully inside, not fully tighten this basically. So I'm going to do it this one and this one on both the sides, on both the legs that I built just now in. As you can see, this is the screws that I got. Basically, if you see, these are the screws that I got, and it's clearly marked. You can see this is for cart assembly steps 1 to 9, and then there is carts steps 10, 11. These are the screws for, and then there is the steps 23 and whatever, you know, the other step 13 to 18. These are the screws. I will open one by one as and when as I require. Right now I'm using the B13 over here for cart assembly steps 1 to 8. So now the next step is to lay the steel uh, plates back downwards, and then, you know, making sure that these two screws that I put, one over here and the other one over here, that was halfly screwed, it was not fully. So make sure that it goes inside in there and it is locked, and then we can tighten these two screws and add another two screws to tighten this. So same way on the other side, if you can see on the other side also I have done the same thing. See, this is what I have done. This is my assembly. So if you see here, I have put one screw, it's gone inside, in this side also, and now here also the same way it has gone on both the sides. So now I just need to put one screw over here and one screw over here down over here, and the same way on this side it will go over here one, and one will go over here, and then I can tighten all the 8 screws, and then this part of it will be ready. Step 4 will be completed. Okay, the next step is the number 5, which is very simple to do. See, as you can see, there's only this plastic things that needs to be inserted at the bottom of the legs, and then the two wheels will be screwed on this, and here are this part that I need to put it in there, in the leg on one side, and the other side will be the wheels. This part of it is completed. As you can see, my grill is lying down right now, as what is shown in the picture. Now I just need to make sure I use that plastic legs. So for step 5, I need, as you can see in the manual, it's 2 times C, 2 of those, 2 of D and 2 of E, which is in this one. If you can see, this is, I've removed the 2 C, then there is the D2, and then there is E 2 times that I need to remove, and I'll use that to install this. Basically use this to complete the step 5. So my step 5 is now complete. I have the, what's it called, the wheels as well as the plastic pad in the legs gone in there, and here is it what it looks like now. Steel, and then there is this, I think I may have to insert this more, but this plastic more, but for now I'm leaving it now like this, and I'll see how it goes. Maybe it's up on one side and lower on the other side, so I may have to push that more. Now I'm coming back to step number 6, and it looks like it's similar to what we did in step number 4, where we had to put in the 4 screws halfway, and once when I complete it, I will go to the next step. Okay, step 7 is, as you can see, installing the supporting rod on the 4th side. This way it will be more sturdy, and I got the 4 screws in, as you can see, this and this one, and on this side I have this and this one down, and I will now be placing this like this side and on this side, So it will be like this right now, and same way I have another rod that will go in the second one, and that will give it a full support. Another thing to note over here is it says specifically that we need to tighten the lower screw and then the upper screw. So the one that's hanging but it's holding the rod, that we need to do it second. First we need to tighten the first screw, the lower one. Step number 8 is to put this rod that I have in between. I think this is for holding this propane cylinder, I suppose, not sure, but this is what it is. So basically this one will go, as you can see, it will go in the hole that is there over here, and this one I have already put it in, and you see it goes there, and then it needs to be tightened over here on the screws. I will show you how it goes on the whole this side, another one that I have. So basically you will be putting it like this inside and then turning it. So then once when it turns, it goes this way, and then you can tighten the screws over here. I'm completing this step now. Okay, now I have tightened this. As you can see, I put the screw inside. This is the number is, I think it is F, and the below is G, I suppose, and I got this out from here, F 2 times and G 2 times. So I think this basically completes the framework for this. Now the next step is to see, now I have to take a look at the next step is to assemble the grill, actually put the grill on top of it. So let me see. I will come with 9 says it's not required for all model. So in my model I don't think so I have this. So this piece is missing for me, so I don't think so I have that part. So now I'm going to go with this. I'll install the handle, which is very simple. As you can see, use the handle and screw with the H screw, which is 2 times, which is given over here, and you will use this over here, from here, firebox assembly, step 10 and 11. I'll use the H screw and then B4. So I installed the handle, and now this is step number 10. Going to step number 11, I needed help for that one, and I got my son to help me with this. Lift it and put it on top over here. And now I'm going to step number 12 after this. So here in the step number 11, I have to put the 4 V4 screws, which I got it from here. Step number 11, this is the one I got over here, and this screws B4, and these are the screws. So I'm going to install the 4 screws and not the knobs. So as you can see, this handle is in place. I tightened the screws, and now I've placed it on top. I need to put the screws on the side as shown in the diagram there. Okay, step number 18 is just inserting the knob, getting the knobs and inserting it in there. So just make sure when you do this, you have to match the flat with the iron or with the knob over here, so that it goes only in one way. The top flame one will always be on top, so just make sure about that. Okay, now I am on step 13, which is shelves assembly. Basically we need to do the shelves assembly, for which we have these 2 parts that I got, and I will need the screw, which is over here. It says A4, so it's going to be this one that I will be using. See, it says A4, and 4 of those I will be using among the 8. So let me go ahead and screw these 4 screws. As you can see, these are the 4 screws, 2 here and 2 this one. So I will do that and come back. Okay, the next step is a little bit complicated to understand. I took some 5 minutes extra to get this, to understand this. So first thing is, you need, as we assembled in the previous step, right, this tray over here, right, we need to place this into the 2 screws that is already it was already there. So basically I can show you how this thing comes out. This this side also, and then you can pull it out, right? So this one also pulls out like this. So it comes out, this tray comes out, as you can see. Now we need to put this back. Once it is on the side and in the back, in this one, as you can see, it's a little tough. I'm using only one hand to do this, so it's like a little tough for me, but you need to do this like this. And actually I will use my both hands and put this back. Okay, it's back. Now we need to put the two screws, the two A screws over here that you see over here in this two hole over here. This one, and there's one more over here. Same way over here. This is the bottom of the tray, right? Let me put that, and I will then tighten these two screws, this screw and this screws, which is over here, which it says to tighten these two screws after that. And then you will be ready to put the B1, which is third step is to put this B screws. You can see 3 B screws with the visor, and that will be from top. I will show you that step next. Third step is to tighten this. Third step in the 14th step, basically third part of the 14th step, is tighten this B3 screws, which I will get it from here, 3 from here, and I think it is J3, 3 of this, and I will then put it on these screws over here, this one. So if you can see this one and this one. So this is the grill. The 3 screws that will go there, that will hold the side tray in a very strong position. It will give a good support to it. Step 15 is basically the same step as 14, but this is the tray on the left hand side, which we built already. We put the two side, this one triangle thing like on this, and basically I'm ready to do the same thing like what I did on the right hand side of the grill. We'll put the first I'll hang it with the screws that are loose on the grill, already in the grill, and once when it is in place, then I will put all the other remaining screws that I showed you in the step number 14, and then top there will be 3 more screws that I just now put on the right hand side. So the same thing I'll be doing for step number 15. So step number 15 is completed. I have all 3 screws, as you can see, this and this 3 screws mounted, and this is from the top, and then I have the screws from the bottom on the side. If you can see, these are the 2 screws that I tightened, this one, and then this I had to latch onto it. On this side also there was already, this screw was already in the grill basically, and this one was also already on the grill. I just had to tighten this. So this and this one I added the A screw that I got from this one. So now I am on step number 16. I got this in the part list. This had even the battery in there, 1 battery, and this piece of wire. So basically these are the 3 pieces that I got, and I have to now do is basically unscrew this. Unscrew this, right, and unscrew this also. Now once when this is done, I have to put this right in front of here, from behind like this, and then I have to make sure I put the battery first, and then I have to basically first I have to screw this. Let me show it to you. I cannot do both of them, so let me show you. So I need to basically put the screw like this. So I have this. Now I can just tighten this so it's at least holding up and does not fall down. Now once when this is in place, I need to put this battery with the positive over here, battery like this. Of course I have to remove the plastic on it. It has got it's the new sealed, this one battery. I need to remove the plastic on it, and then I have to tighten it like this the same way. Okay, so let me do that and complete it, and I'll show you. So here it is installed. This is basically I think it's a starter kind of thing to light. So if I click on this, do you see the sound? That's because it is, I think sparks are going. I suppose that's the reason why. It will then light the flames, I would think. So it's for that. Let me look at the next step. Now 16th, we have completed this piece of it. Now the next step is connecting this. Let me figure this out and I will record it. Next step is to step number 17 is to remove the two screws over here on this knob, on this pipe that is coming. This is for the extension of the grill. I think this is for the side grill, I suppose. And you need to remove these two screws and insert it in this hole over here, and then use this plate that comes with it and make sure it aligns like this, and tighten the screw back. Okay, here is what I can show to you how it looks like. This is the thing that came up. I had to straighten this metallic pipe. I have to make sure that it is able to go, because this is like an extra space, right? So I need to bend it a little so that it matches that hole on top, and I can then unscrew this, put that metal plate that I showed it to you, and then tighten it with these two screws over here. Okay, and let me complete that, and then after that I'll put the knob also on top of it. Okay, the next step is to put the flame in the side grill, a warmer or a grill, whatever you can call it, right? Like this is the flame that will be used on the side one. So we need to first place this on top, and then from the bottom we need to use this, what's it called? It's called K1. You can see K1, the butterfly nuts, I suppose it's called, and tighten it from the bottom, and it should go into this hole over here, this one. I can show it to you. It's like right there. This one it should go into, and let me place it, and I will show it to you once it's done. Okay, now we need to install the L1 on this, so that this flame, that this pipe is held tight over here. So we need to make sure that we use this that came with it, right? This one that came with it, it's called L1, right? We insert this over here in one of this. I have used, based on the photograph, I have used this one, and then make sure it gets pulled all the way over here and it is held tight. So now this is very tight over here. It does not come out from here. It's basically holding this flame pipe. From here the gas will come, the propane gas, and then it is holding it tightly over here. So make sure that you have done that. And also we need to connect this starter, basically with the battery we installed. It needs to be, what is it called, let me see if I can turn on the light on this one. So now the lights are on, so flashlight. So you see this needs this has the battery. This needs to start the flame, right? So we need to make sure this goes inside over here in one of them. This is for the main grill, so I will insert that. It's gone inside now, and I will use the second one for this side grill. Okay, so I have another one wire like this. Let me bring that. So here is the second one. I will be connecting this to the second. Make sure it goes firmly inside. No, it does not look like it is gone. Okay. You see this? It needs to go inside firmly. Yeah, now it's gone inside firmly. So this one. Now I need to connect this on the other end to the starter over here. Make sure that this is also gone firmly inside, and I think that should complete the flame, this part of it, which is step number 19. Step number 18 actually is completed. As you can see now, if I press this, you will see this arrow here too. This is in the main one. You can see it over here. So basically now that is basically the pilot, not the pilot actually, the spark that starts the grill, the gas. Okay, step number 19 is just to place this one on top of the side burner, which is over here. Let me put that. So that's how it goes. Okay, step number 20 is just placing this this side, this is the support I suppose for the grill, to place the grill on top of it. The iron thing for the grill basically. So this is what I need to put it over here. It looks like it's a very simple one. We need to insert it on one side with this on the notch, as you can see from here, and then the other one will be placed on the other side. So let me show it to you one of them. So here you go. So here there are, I think there are 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I have 5 of this, so I will be placing like this on this one, and then placing it on top of it. Over here on this side there is a notch over here to hold this. So just placing on top, and that should be it. That should take care of it. I'll do for all 5 of them. So all 5 of them are gone over here. Let's go to the next step. Step number 21 is just to place this metal, heavy metal, in one after another. It's a simple step. All 3 of them is placed over here. Okay, step number 22 is to place the some kind of I think it is for warming or whatever. That there's another additional tray which goes above this grill actually. So this grill, I have placed this over here. You can see it needs to go in a hole over there, and it also needs to go in a hole there. So basically on both the sides it will go to that hole first, and then once when it is in the hole, you can put it on this side, on this hole, and it should be fine. So it's firm and steady now. Then you can place this tray on top of it. this tray over here will go on top of it. Okay, last but not the least, we just have to do the grease tray assembly. So we will need basically A screws, 4 of them, and the grease tray, and then we have this thing that will go down at the bottom, and then there is this is the grease tray. You'll need this piece, and then there is this, I have not opened, 4 of these A screws. Let me tighten this, and I mean to say connect this as directed in the manual. So, and then we need to just slide it in there. So let me do that, and I will show you how it is installed. Okay, I have this installed. You see this bottom piece of it, and this is the tray on the side, all the 4 screws going in there. Now I just need to slide it in there, and then as per this I have to slide it in there, and after that I have to slide in the next step I have to slide the black tray so that it collects all the grease. Then 25th step is to install this. I think this will hold the cylinder, so the propane cylinder. So let me complete this step number 23, 24 and 25, and I'll show you the final product. Thank you. Okay, here is one of the biggest mistake that I did. So when I was doing this step number 23 for placing the grill, I was trying to go from the front, and there was no space there, and it said that you need to go from the back. If you see, it's going from the back, but my back, when I placed the grill on top of it, I placed the grill backwards basically. So what happened is I could not place the tray. Luckily for me, after doing all these things, I was like, oh no, I have to now remove all the screws. But luckily there was only 4 screws that I needed to remove, and I asked somebody to help me. We lifted the entire grill with all the flame, the side stand and everything, and turned it around. So let me tell you, I removed the 4 screws over here, 1, 2 and 2 on the other side, and I just moved backwards. Basically I changed from one side to the other side. So now it is facing, you see the steel is facing in front and the grill is on top over there. You see, earlier this piece was at the back, and this one was facing the other side, the stop one. So I thought, okay, now I have to do everything again. But then luckily it was just 4 screws. I had to remove it, turn it the other way around, and now it looks perfect. So here is the grill after total assembly. Okay, here is another mistake that I did, and hopefully it did not cost me that much. I didn't have to unscrew everything. So basically these grooves that you see, it is for the cylinder to be placed on top of this, right? And what I did is I had this on the other side, not the side where the cylinder is. So basically this was this side, the one that I'm holding was on this side, and this the one that I'm trying to screw now was on the other side. So I just have to unscrew from the other side, and I'm putting it back over here on this side, and this one I'll be putting it on the flame side, basically on the side where you have the pipe for the cylinder coming in, right? So you will be connecting it over here so that this will be now be able to hold the cylinder. Just wanted to let you know so that you don't make the same mistake I did. Thank you.